TomoNews presents more cats.
Paging Dr. Doolittle, cats in Thailand have a long conversation.
Woman who tries to rescue a cat from a tree gets stuck there herself. Many people don't know this, but it's not typically a firefighter's job to rescue a cat from a tree unless there's someone stuck up there with it. Which is what happened to one lucky feline in Pennsylvania after it got stuck in a tree 40 feet tall. 21-year-old Tara Dennis, who wanted to help, decided to scale a nearby fence, then climb onto a garage roof before scampering up the tree to rescue the stranded cat. However, Dennis didn't really think it through because she then realized she wasn't a good enough climber to find her way back down. Eventually, firefighters had to come get her, and the cat too. So, a note for the future: if you want to convince firefighters to rescue an animal from a tree, you better be stuck in it too. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. A cat named Max in St. Paul, Minnesota was well known for often sneaking into a local college library, but he didn't become famous until he was eventually banned from the premises, with the image of a poster declaring his banishment going viral online. Max, the orange cat, owned by a McAllister College professor, was caught on camera a month ago sneaking into the college library. Here's the visual evidence of the furry trespasser. He didn't limit himself to the library either, and has even paid visits to the university's Spanish and Portuguese department. Basically, Max comes and goes as he pleases, probably thinking he owns the place. He's even been documented straight up sitting on people's laptops while they're trying to study. Although people were always happy to see him, Max was becoming a distraction. There were also some concerns over his safety, and he has since been banned from entering the library. Meanwhile, Max's adventures have inspired people to create illustrations, fake library cards, and even a short comic strip in his honor. Max doesn't give up easily, though. One staffer tweeted that he hangs out by the door and tries to run into the library as soon as someone opens it.
Do you know Max the cat?
One thing Max's newfound fame has gotten him: some personal face-to-face time with McAllister president Brian Rosenberg.
Feral cats overrun remote island in southern Japan.
This is Aoshima Island, a tiny fishing village off Japan's coast. Only 22 people live here officially, but it's also home to more than 120 cats.
Even before it entered into the Heisei era, the population had already fallen below 100. So after that, it slowly became just an island of elderly and cats.
The remote island has no stores, no hotels. A ferry that runs twice a day is the only connection to the mainland, and the only way for cat-loving tourists to make their way to the island.
Yes, I came here looking to relax, and as for how it is, well, there's a ton of cats here. Then there was this sort of cat witch who came out to feed the cat, which was quite fun. So I'd want to come again.
The felines were first brought here to deal with mice that plagued the fishing boats. They've since multiplied, and swarms of cats roam the island. Only 34 visitors can come to the island per day. That's the capacity of the ferry. And even with the tourists, the human population is still a minority on Cat Island.
Meet Sunny, the animal lover who has 17 pets. Meet Sunny. She loves her pets and has 12 cats and 3 dogs. Sunny's first pet was a tiny gray kitten who fell from the roof of her apartment building. After that, Sunny took in another cat to keep her first one company. Then another, and another, and another. Sunny says she only adopts stray cats, ones she finds on the street or sometimes ones that are brought to her by friends. In fact, her first dog was brought to her by some elderly residents. They had noticed the dog wandering around the neighborhood, but wouldn't take in the stray because he had white paws. Black dogs with white paws are considered bad luck according to Chinese superstitions. Dogs with white paws are thought to carry or lead misfortune back to their owners' homes. But lucky cats are considered protectors who defend their owners from misfortune. Sunny explained that's why her neighbors gave her the dog, since they figured she had enough cats to protect her from any evil spirits that may come a-knockin'. Sunny says the only bad spirit might be her boyfriend, who, on occasion, when he has to drag 10-pound bags of cat food up 5 flights of stairs, but then his bad mood passes away as soon as he plays with one of the cats. So maybe that old superstition has some truth to it?
Cats out of the box after surviving harrowing 8-day journey sealed inside. Along with the Hope Diamond, Potatoes, and Bricks, one cat from England named Cupcake can now join the ranks of weird things that have been mailed. The Siamese became trapped inside the small box when her owner didn't spot the cat snoozing in the box when she packed DVDs for a customer. Sealed inside the box, Cupcake traveled a total of 260 miles, from Falmouth in southwest England to Wellington, West Sussex, on the other side of the country. The package's recipients got quite the surprise when they opened up the box, and out came Cupcake, scared, nervous, dehydrated, but alive. The recipients then contacted the RSPCA, who took the cat to the local veterinary hospital for a health check. There, Cupcake was identified via her microchip. Thankfully, this story has a happy ending, as Cupcake was reunited with her relieved owner earlier this week. How no one noticed that she snuck into the box in the first place, no one knows. Texas City Council votes to evict cat from library. The White Settlement City Council voted 2-1 to remove a cat who has lived in the city's library for the past 6 years. Browser the cat has been crashing at the White Settlement Public Library for over half a decade. His supporters say he's great for pest control and helps attract children to the library. Those against having Browser in the library brought up the issue of people with cat allergies. The mayor blamed the motion on a city employee who wasn't allowed to keep a pet puppy at work. Browser has his own Facebook page and has rallied 618 signatures on an informal library petition against his eviction. This is why we can't stand the government. And on a side note, White Settlement? What a surprise. It's in Texas.
Cute cats go on a fishing trip.
Cute Chimera cat goes crazy viral. Chimera is a super cute, cuddly chimera cat taking the interwebs by storm. A chimera is a result of 2 fertilized eggs, or 2 early embryos, joining in a mother's womb. A chimera cat is kind of like 2 for 1. Chimera has been blowing up the gram with her little furry face, which is split perfectly down the middle. On one side, she has tabby fur and a hazel eye, and on the other side, she has black fur with a blue eye. Crazy, huh? Chimera already has more followers than most people, with 34,000 adoring online fans. Even though the condition is super rare, chimeras across many species, even humans.
Cat pulled from Italy quake rubble after 6 days. Daniela Tristini fled her home as a magnitude 6.2 earthquake hit central Italy in the early hours of August 23rd. Her beloved cat Gioia jumped out of her hands as she was being rescued and got left behind. Daniela's house collapsed in an aftershock the next day, and she begged rescue firemen to help her find her trapped pet. Despite the slim chances of finding the cat alive and well, rescuers dug through the rubble. One firefighter eventually spotted the fortunate feline, and despite being dehydrated, she was very much alive. Gioia was given water, and she and Daniela were happily reunited. A number of animals have been rescued after the tragic incident, but none survived in the quake zone as long as Gioia. Seems she really does have 9 lives.